very much behind enemy lines right now.
Oh, wow.
The Fantasy Hipsters are happy to be joined by our old pal from the NFL Fantasy Live podcast, James Koh. James, how are you doing?
That does not sound like you guys are that pleased.
No, this is exciting.
The only way I could get on is if I bought you guys gifts. I had to buy
a good
gifts.
idea.
Yeah.
And so let's not waste any time. We got all.
You guys are the Fantasy Hipsters. A big part of the hipster brand is coffee. Clearly, right. If you're a hipster anyway, not just a fantasy hipster. If you're a hipster, you have to enjoy coffee.
Right.
And I'm not a hipster, but I love myself some coffee. Mm-hmm. Now I know you guys do the whole French press thing, and that's part of your brand, which is cool.
Got it right here on the table.
That's fine, but I think anyone who is a legit hardcore coffee drinker, they enjoy the French press and they say, okay, the French press is fine if you like fine.
Okay.
Let me give you good. And the way to do it good is the pour over method.
Wow.
So I felt it necessary to enlighten your minds.
Okay. So essentially what we're going to do here is franchise and I we're gonna taste test these two things.
Right, exactly.
We're gonna go ahead right now and pour the French press.
Yes.
And I got to push it down over here.
Plunge it. We need a sound effect.
It makes me uncomfortable when you say plunge.
Plunge it.
Gotta go slow because otherwise it'll
Exactly.
spill.
No, I like the technique.
Yeah.
Good technique.
It's good technique because he's going slowly, and I got a saying in coffee. Okay, patience is a virtue.
Yeah.
But it's a
very
must
true.
in coffee.
Yeah.
This reminds me of the second time we were on the
I like it.
second time we were on the network franchise and
Yeah. We had the French press on the table with us there.
Hold on one sec. Yeah. It's organic. You're gonna love it.
I still have the gif of
Liquid gold right there. Liquid
Okay.
gold.
All
right, so we're good. So we've got the
pretty
three of
hot.
us have the
French
press coffee. We're all gonna
Darkly colored mugs.
Cheers.
Cheers. French press.
Okay,
Ooh,
good.
that's gonna be some harsh audio. What's everybody think? Takes? That was a real strong sip from you
It's
there.
fine.
It's good.
It's good.
It's good.
It's good.
Well, is it good or is it fine?
It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine. My personal take is that it's a little thin, and
Agreed.
So we'll see, but I think
But don't you think a few extra beans could fix that?
it could. But keep in mind too, it's steeped an extra amount of time too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And by the way,
that's
this is a high quality,
Yeah.
a high quality coffee bean that you got.
We
Yes,
will not
yes.
be naming that
Right.
because
But
they
it
are
is
not sponsoring this podcast.
it's an extremely high end brand.
No
Yes.
doubt. Yeah, it's good.
And I do not believe that it has reached its full potential.
So you're
Okay.
gonna help us unlock its full potential now.
I,
with the-
I do
with
believe
the
so.
poured over
This
coffee.
is, by the way, it's an extremely good cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think it can go to the next level. I do think that it's a little thin though. All right, so we're gonna do the pour over. Technique matters.
Okay.
Obviously, like in football.
Yeah.
Technique matters.
Okay.
All right, so you wanna be able to pour an entire scoop in. We're using the same coffee grounds. When you pour it in, or when you put the coffee grounds in, you do have to pack it down
Pack
a
it
little
down.
bit. A little bit.
Part of the
so
technique.
So James.
So now we're gonna pour. Again, the one thing about the French press versus the pour over method is really good for individual cups. Well,
Well, you're
I'm saying
saying-
the pour over is going to be excellent. Your French press method, while good, is not great.
Was fine.
I strive for great.
Oh, here we go.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
debatable, but
All right, and the one thing is you want to be able to, just like in the French press, you're gonna cook down the grinds a bit. So you want there to be a low level of water at first. It's kind of
Yeah.
steep in there for a second, and as you can see, it's the water's going to kind of come up the filter.
lot's
but
going on right now.
the grinds are going to come up the filter too. So that's why patience is not only a virtue, it's a must in coffee.
Okay.
And this is why I'm saying you got to be very, very patient with it. We are going to I'm going to cheat a little bit because
Cheating.
it's really only supposed to be for one cup, but
you can really
whatever.
hear it there.
This is pretty good audio.
This is great
Someone
audio.
Write down.
Not gonna lie to you, this is pretty good. It's pretty good audio though.
So there's a hole in the bottom of that thing.
Right. So now it's just coming
It
out.
goes down into the nobody cares about your fantasy team coffee mug.
Which is true.
So
Don't
now
forget.
we're switching mugs over just
Okay.
because I want there to be.
So we can each get a taste.
Yeah, and
Everybody
like,
get a little something.
and in the first pour too is always, the strongest, right? So like,
That's why it's going into mine.
Right.
so the reason I'm going around
Yes.
the rim
Part of the
is
technique here.
to force the grinds because again they're rising up into the container. So you're using the water to push them back down.
Okay.
And it's going to pack in again even more flavor into it. Again, the reason you got to be patient with it because the initial instinct is to just fill up the thing and just wait for it to be done.
Yeah.
But when that happens, you're losing a lot of the grinds that you've packed in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
I've already found ourselves a con because this is taking
This is the setup, guys.
a little bit of time.
But what I'm saying, it's not though. Compared to that, it took just because you.
Okay.
All right, franchise, you got yours.
I got
Harmon?
mine.
Okay. Yep.
Okay.
Very hot.
Use it over to you.
Just be careful.
Thanks, Dad.
Okay. All right.
Cheers to
Cheers.
the first pour over the Hipsters
Pour over,
Podcast.
I gotta say,
It is.
tastes like the same.
Wow.
That's-
Are you tasting side by side?
That is an inaccurate take. I
haven't tasted.
can already taste a lot more depth. The other thing is the
Oh yeah.
All right, you're right about the.
Whoa.
Yeah, you're
If
right
you
about
do-
it. Yeah,
if
if
you
you do it
one
side
and
by
the
side,
other-
yeah, you
Oh,
can
yeah.
tell the difference.
Sorry.
I think there's a lot more depth. I think the finish is a lot more.
The finish is.
You get a lot more velvety finish. You
Yeah,
get
yeah.
it's a deeper, darker flavor. You know,
It's
It's
like
less
cleaner.
yeah,
It's like-
yeah. It's less metallic-y.
It's more pure.
You know?
Right.
I think if I had to guess, I think the filter
Yeah.
Yeah.
probably works a
Non-bleach
lot.
filter,
Non-bleached. Oh, well, obviously you've got to get the non-bleached kind, but I think that works out a lot of the extra, the metallic taste that you're talking about. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
The impurities of it.
That's the point of the filter, right? Filter out the terrible.
Right. So I think there's some of that. But again, I don't know. I don't exactly know what it is. But and franchise, I know you were talking about the electric kettle.
Yes. That's what I use.
And the reason I'm not a fan, I don't think you can maintain a good temperature with the water in an electric kettle. For example, like we just went to go reheat this kettle, right? You
Pull
can't
back the
really
curtain.
do that with the electric kettle. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So for
Yeah,
me,
you have to wait for it to like cool down and then reheat
Right.
it again because it won't let you even.
it
turn
won't
it
even.
on
Yeah,
if it's a
exactly.
certain temperature.
That's exactly right.
Right.
So for me, I just think just get a regular kettle, just get it hot.
They're hipsters, but I'm way more hipper.